All right, chat. What's going on, guys? Second live of the day. You know what it is. It is Thursday, December 4th. All right, I'm Crypto with Paul. You are watching the Coin Zone. Now, listen, guys, I want to share something with you. Let's get right into this topic today because I think this is massive. All right, this is only getting bigger. This is something we talked about on the last interview we just did on the channel with Sedell. Definitely implore you guys to go check that out. If you are just joining, make sure to hit that like button on the way in. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. Now, what are we talking about right now? Well, guys, this is from Cointelegraph. Georgia. Okay, the state of Georgia. You ready for this? This is from yesterday. The state of Georgia eyes on-chain property rights and tokenization with Hedera, the Hedera blockchain. Any Hedera holders out there, guys, make sure to comment on this video. This is big news for Hedera. Okay, just want to get right into this. And we're going to take a look at some other things as well, something we talked about and covered a couple months back with New Jersey, likely enough, where I'm from. Very interesting. So let's just dive right into this article first, and then we'll get to the other things a little bit after that. So Georgia explores putting its public registry on the Hedera blockchain and tokenizing real estate through blockchain integrated government infrastructure. This is freaking wild, guys. Georgia's Ministry of Justice has signed a memorandum. Jesus, Christopher Columbus. Memorandum of Understanding MOU with public blockchain network Hedera as it considers moving its country's land registry on chain and tokenizing real estate. According to Monday announcement from the Ministry of Justice of Georgia, the government signed an MOU with Hedera, a public blockchain with permissioned node operation. At a meeting between the Minister of Justice of Georgia, Pata Salia, and representative of Hedera, the two parties discussed the potential integration of blockchain technology into public infrastructure. This is huge, guys, okay? This is RWA, if you haven't gotten that already, okay? Also under consideration is the tokenization of real estate in an effort that closely resembles real-world asset tokenization projects. Now, what else did I talk about in New Jersey? Okay, so this is Hedera. This is RWA. We've talked about it before, guys. We'll talk about it again. RWA is going to be a massive, massive sector moving forward into the future. A great investment opportunity in the cryptocurrency space, blockchain space, in my opinion. We've talked about Ondo Finance before, Ethereum. You know, there's going to be a ton of projects that are going to see billions of capital inflow into their networks, like we're seeing right now with Hedera. What else, guys? Let's shift our attention. AVAX. Shout out to Avalanche. AVAX is a little underrated in my eyes. Price action really not doing too much. I believe it's probably down on the year still. But man, guys, don't sleep on AVAX. I'm telling you. So, Avalanche in May, and I remember covering this, $240 billion in real estate is coming on chain with Balcony and Avalanche. Now, this is happening across Bergen County, New Jersey. This is from Avalanche themselves. From Bergen County to Camden and Orange, New Jersey is using blockchain to modernize property records, cut delays, reduce fraud, and recover lost revenue. This is a great example of when I talk to the people around me saying, listen, this technology is just being utilized because it's an obvious upgrade of so many systems. This is a great example. Let's look at this. Zoom in a little bit. Quote unquote, guys. Property records from the foundation of trust between governments and the communities they serve, said Greg Lester, president of Balcony. By bringing this critical infrastructure on chain, we're not only streamlining operations, but also safeguarding public trust, unlocking smarter data for better decision making, and laying the groundwork for cities and counties across the country to embrace a more transparent, accessible, and future-ready approach to land record management. This is just brilliance. It's an obvious innovation. And now we're seeing it, you know, not with money as we did with Bitcoin or many other projects targeting something specific, XRP, cross-border payments, etc. We're now seeing it with RWA, real-world assets. And I'm going to play something shortly here in a second, okay? The largest asset manager in the world of BlackRock and their CEO, Larry Fink. What does Larry have to say about this? We'll get to it in a second. Back to this article on Georgia in Cointelegraph. For now, the agreement is a non-binding MOU. The next step would be forming joint working groups with experts from the Ministry of Justice and the National Agency of Public Registry, according to the announcement. Now, this is not Georgia's first rodeo also. Apparently, Georgia has long been a proponent of blockchain technology in government. In early February 2017, the government of Georgia signed an agreement to use the Bitcoin blockchain to verify property transactions. I did not even know that. Reports from late April that year showed that the country had registered over 100,000 property records on chain. Wow. The push for governmental blockchain adoption has not stopped. About a year ago, the United National Movement Coalition partnered with Rare Labs to release a new blockchain solution for public administration. Various political and technical initiatives have tried to expand blockchain use in public administration, though not all have been adopted by the ruling Georgian Dream Party. Yeah. I mean, again, guys, whether it's Georgia right now or whether it's Avalanche, I just realized I wasn't even sharing what I was reading. Okay, back to Georgia, whether it's Avalanche, whether it's Ondo Finance, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's something I didn't name yet, you are going to see a lot of this. Okay, again, RWA, AI, probably two of the biggest narratives right now in crypto. And I expect a lot of those projects within those narratives to do well over the coming years. So we talked about Larry Fink. Let's get right to it. Now, this was the other day. This is a couple days ago, December 1st, guys. And this is from BlackRock themselves. Tokenization is shaping the next evolution of global markets. And this is an article written from The Economist. Larry Fink and Rob Goldstein discuss how tokenization can modernize market infrastructure, enhancing efficiency, transparency, and access by connecting traditional and digital finance. Read more. I mean, this is the whole point, guys. Like when we talk about crypto investing, right? This is what we're talking about. We're not talking about investing in frickin' Dogecoin or some stupid meme coins or something that has no utility. No, like when I talk about blockchain, I talk to people about the utility aspect of it. The obvious, this is just technologies and companies that are utilizing these technologies to upgrade our systems, whether it's financial, real estate, etc. They're all getting an upgrade. And for me, it's enticing because these are basically companies, foundations, right? Or blockchains that the average person has no freaking idea about. And they're small now and they're going to be big in the future. So if you pick the right ones, it could be one of the best investment opportunities over the next 5-10 years of your lifetime. That's what excites me about it. The tech and the opportunity. So whether you agree with me or not, it is what it is. But let's just get to this last article that I want to kind of share here. And this is from last year too. A lot has happened since then. This is last October 15th, 2024. RWA and DePIN, the future of assets and infrastructure. So what is RWA? Let's break it down. We all know, but let's just read it. In the blockchain world, real-world assets, RWA, refer to tangible physical assets with economic value, such as real estate, gold, vehicles, and art. Tokenizing these assets offers three main benefits. Okay, number one, it opens the door for more people to invest by lowering barriers to entry. It enables easy transferability, similar to sending a PayPal transaction, and allows the assets to be used in decentralized finance, or DeFi, applications, such as providing liquidity in an AMM or using them as collateral to borrow tokenized cash. Insane. To fractionize the ownership of these RWA, it often turns the assets into financial instruments. Typically, this involves creating an investment vehicle like a special purpose vehicle, an SPV, to hold the underlying asset. Now, this also, just at the same time covering this, reminds me of something that Charles Hoskinson likes to mention, and I have to agree with him on. Now, we're talking about blockchains winning in this respect, right? But who's also winning in this respect, guys? BlackRock. Larry Fink. Okay. And I brought up Charles because he said, listen, ETH, Solana, whatever layer ones, when he's comparing to Cardano, he's like, that's not my competition. Our competition is Meta, Google, Amazon. These guys, they have the users. They have billions of users. They already have the infrastructure laid out. In a heartbeat like that, if they decided to jump into, right? If Google decided to become an RWA portfolio manager or something, right? Or if Vanguard or something else like that, they can get the users. These blockchains, how many people know Hedera outside the people watching? If I went and asked anyone in my family, anyone outside no one's going to know what the hell Hedera is. What the hell is that? Does that make sense? So the real people that we're up against, guys, is still the TradFi system. It's still these institutions, these companies at the end of the day, right? They're going to benefit from it. Larry Fink is benefiting from it big time. Okay, Buddy realized. And Buddy also said recently, the other day, a couple of days ago, I'm going to pull it up here on X. Maybe the last clip we're going to play. Larry Fink completely admitted he was wrong about crypto and Bitcoin. Anthony Pompliano covered this. And, maybe I think he's going to show the clip here. So maybe we can just use Pomp's clip here to, we're going to cut to Anthony Pompliano who covered this. You guys don't know who Pomp is. I mean, Pomp's one of the best guys to listen to, in my opinion. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink admitted he was wrong about crypto. People shouldn't dunk on him. We need more people willing to change their minds when they get new information. I mean, that's only right, guys. That's the thing to do. The only people who stay entrenched in their own views, knowing that they're wrong, are stupid people. If that makes sense. So, let's get to this clip of Larry Fink admitting he was wrong about crypto and Bitcoin. And then we'll come back and we'll go from there.
Called crypto an index for money laundering. BlackRock
and thieves.
And thieves.
Yes.
Money laundering and thieves.
Right.
You now have the biggest Bitcoin ETF. So what happened here?
I have very strong views, but that doesn't mean I'm not wrong. By having strong views, you have to test yourself and ask yourself. And in my role, I see thousands of clients a year. I have governmental leaders, and we have these conversations. And my thought process always evolves. And this is a very glaring public example of a big shift, in my opinion.
Yeah, and shout out to Larry for doing that, guys. Again, you shouldn't demonize Larry for coming to a realization in this respect. And it's funny because a lot of individuals in this space, right? There's that funny meme where it's like 2017 crypto bros, and it's them like freaking lifting weights, and it's them like screw TradFi, like we're building the real new system here. And then it's like cuts to 2024, and it's like, oh, BlackRock, please pump my bags. It is what it is, guys. Is Larry wrong for making the shift? Absolutely not. He's smart. He wisened up and he realized what this can do for not only his own pockets, but for BlackRock's. Okay, and we're talking about a guy who basically used AI before anyone else did. Larry Fink helped build a system called Aladdin that helped make him make trades at the appropriate moments. That's probably why they were buying up single-family houses for the first time in 2022-ish, 23, because they bought at the right moments. If the training models that Larry put into that thing, I guess, allowed it to, tell him about Bitcoin sooner, I'm sure he would have jumped in sooner. But everyone gets into Bitcoin at the price that they deserve. Michael Saylor says that. That's really all I wanted to focus on today, though, guys. Just really pushing and talking about RWA. RWA is going to be huge. It's just a fact. It really is just a fact. So, my thought is, how can I take advantage of this? Watch this unfold in front of our eyes in real time as people have no idea what's going on. How do I take advantage of this? That's my 2 cents. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Chief the Yorkie, what's good with the new channel? Appreciate you guys for tapping in. That's all I got for you really today. Second live. If you're watching with me right now, make sure to like this video if you felt like you got value. And if you're not subbed yet, please do that for me. We're trying to hit a goal here, guys. All right, we're trying to get to 3,000 subs before the end of the year. So help us out. Make sure to sub to the channel. And I appreciate it. Chief the Yorkie, I will see you tomorrow for another stream. I'll see everybody else again tomorrow for another live stream. Make sure to sub in the meantime. Go watch our latest video with Sidel. That was a great interview. The Aussie crypto queen. She's taught over 20,000 individuals. She retired at age 30, made over $1 million in crypto. You're going to learn a lot with that interview. Go check that out. I appreciate you guys. Go follow me on X, Crypto with Paul. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care.